What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Chats with the Freak. My name is Emmy, and this week actually starts a pretty consistent live stream scheduled for us. We're booked out until March, everybody. So I just want to thank everybody for supporting Chats with the Freak. We're gonna be doing a live stream every week at least through March. So I'm very wound up about this and very, very excited for all the artists that have reached out to me and some artists that have wanted to come back, like the band that I have on tonight. So just wanted to say thank you to everybody for being so supportive and viewing all of my madness every week. So like I said, this is going to be the first week of multiple live streams going on. This week I got Reality Suite, a DI Records band. For you guys who don't know, I've been doing a lot of work with DI Records. They've been actually trusting me to run some PR stuff, which has been pretty cool, and it's like a new experience for me. And I actually was doing some work with the band that I have on tonight, Reality Suite. They have a new single coming out on Friday called Triggers that I am a very big fan of. So let's bring everybody in to join the conversation. What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Hello.
How's it going?
How are you?
Hi, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming back on. I really appreciate it. It's been a minute since I've had you guys on. It hasn't been like super recently, but you guys have been on the podcast at least once before. How are you guys doing with all this crazy snow that we have going on the East Coast right now?
So much.
Digging our
No.
way out slowly.
Yeah, I feel like a mole crawling through all the snow. I don't know.
I have a disadvantage because I don't watch the news and I don't really watch that far in advance, as far as the weather goes. So it kind of hit me by surprise.
You were blindsided.
He didn't get the
blindsided.
smoke signals
No,
from the neighbors.
I did not know about it. I was shoveling this morning in my Nikes, it was the worst.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I still haven't cleaned my car off. So I'm probably going to regret that tomorrow.
Hence the reason why she's there and we're here.
Right.
Oh my God. I don't know why, but I was on a kick, like even before this weather started, like probably starting in like September, that I wanted to get a Jeep, because right now I have like a sedan style car, and I was like, oh, I want to get a Jeep, and every time I've been driving in the snow this winter, I'm like, this is why I need a Jeep. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
I was literally saying that. I have a Mini Cooper.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, that's terrible. Yeah, I drive a Camry, and it's just like, it's good for what it is, but it's not a snow car. Like, it's good for what it is,
But you're in Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, Pittsburgh area, yeah.
So, and you have a sedan?
Mm-hmm. I regret my life choices.
Yeah.
I have a
regret my life
military
choices.
tank. I drive a military tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like
It doesn't
originally
get stuck.
like, I wanted to get a Hummer, but then I ended up like, no, I drive too much for like work and for other reasons. And I was just like, oh no, okay, I'm gonna get a Jeep. And now I'm kind of like stuck on like, I think I'm just gonna stay in Toyota and get like a 4Runner or something like that, just so it's better.
Well, I love my RAV4. Like, that was all-wheel drive. It was awesome.
Yeah. I've heard things about RAV4s too. I don't know. Yeah, this snow's just stupid. It needs to go away. Between that and the pandemic, everything is just like, I'm over all of this.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh my God. So you guys do have the new single, speaking of the pandemic, you guys do have the new single dropping on Friday called Triggers, which you guys kind of wrote in the middle of the pandemic. And I know we kind of touched on that, I think, a little bit the last time I had you guys on. It wasn't really announced yet, but we were kind of talking a little bit about a single and stuff. So kind of for people who don't know, can you kind of explain what Triggers is about?
Yes. Well, wow. Okay. We were around a campfire when we wrote the song, and
I was just gonna say,
what?
Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya.
Yeah, we got derailed by that song and start writing.
You guys want to tell the story? You tell it better than me.
Oh,
She was on the track.
we were at a campfire singing Kumbaya.
Drinking.
No, okay.
Having a good time.
So
We
what
had
happened
some
was,
peyote.
Drinking Snapple.
exactly. We took a few months off, and when the pandemic was full force, and we all kind of isolated and didn't see each other for about 2 or 3 months. And in the meantime, most of us weren't really all that productive, like in terms of writing. We weren't, I think we were either enjoying the break or we just didn't have inspiration going on. But then Joe started putting some riffs up on our Google Drive, which is what we use, and we start, passing things around. And he had a handful of riffs. So it gave us an inspiration to actually meet up during the summer when it was a little bit more safe. And we got together at Antonio's house for the first time in several months. We were outside. We were around
July.
It was July, and we were around a campfire in July. And but we were playing it safe, and we started going over some riffs that Joe had written. And we're getting somewhere, and we were about to wrap it up. And he just started improvising some like picked arpeggiated guitar thing.
Yeah. I don't remember the riff completely, but it pretty much encompassed what Triggers is today, from a kind of high level standpoint. And then from that point, we just kind of worked at it. Melodies came into play, and we just retrofitted what we had during that evening at the campfire. So it worked out well.
I was dancing with wolves.
Yeah.
I mean, during the time, there's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of high anxiety. I feel like there's a lot of tension on social media. I feel like people were just like going crazy. So that was a lot of influence. Definitely went into the song writing for sure.
Yeah, definitely. This has definitely been one of the most insane experiences that all of us are ever going to experience in our lives, because this is a once in a lifetime kind of chaotic bullshit right now. And I think everybody definitely is very anxious, and some people are feeling kind of unmotivated. I know I was at certain points throughout the shutdown. It was very triggering, and I think that was a very, like, I remember I even said that at one point. So I definitely related to the song a lot when it was like, okay, yeah, it definitely, like, everybody's triggers are definitely coming out through this, and it definitely, I think it's a very moving song, and I'm very excited for everybody to hear it when it comes out on Friday.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
So you guys, is this kind of part? I know you guys said you guys were around a campfire and we're all like happy-go-lucky with the campfire, but are you guys?
We were crying.
Any other music that's kind of like in the works? Is this like going to be part of an album, or is this kind of just like a one-off single that you guys are doing right now?
We plan on doing one-off singles once a year. Actually, that's our line of attack. No, it's the first of many things. I think this song in itself has inspired us to motivate us for new songs to come. So
yeah, exactly. We I think we definitely recognized when we were writing this that based on our fan reactions from previous songs like Kiss the Ring, Cut, Burn, Bruise, Grave, Dead to Me, and so on, we had a bar that we needed to surpass. So I feel like we all worked really hard in trying to surpass that bar. And at the same time, I believe that we've actually refueled the fire, the inspiration to write more. And we do have an acoustic thing going on next month that we have to rehearse for, which we'll announce soon. But after that, I'm sure we're going to start writing again. And
actually, there's a lot already in progress. There's some stuff that these guys don't even know about yet. Breaking news.
Revelation.
Breaking news. Revelation. Some really big ass riffs I've been working on that I'm going to be introducing real soon. And I think it's going to set the bar even higher than where we are now. So
we might consider using that for Antonio's solo album.
Wow. Bitch, I hear you calling.
And, we take all the B level stuff and we put it to the side for his solo album. Only the A stuff goes to Reality Suite.
Yes. I have a new song coming out. It's called She Wants Revenge.
Oh my god.
10 years now, dude.
Oh.
It's
Still in the making.
he's talking about back catalog stuff. Anyway.
Oh my god, you guys are all just gonna have like random solo albums. It's gonna be like a Kiss kind of deal where you guys like go off on like an Unmasked era for a hot second and just release all solo albums.
What would that mean for us? We'll shave our heads.
Wait, what was your favorite Kiss solo album?
Paul's easily.
Wow.
Easily Paul Stanley.
I'm a Paul guy.
Easily.
Paul, Ace.
See, I was gonna say Ace. I was gonna
Paul
say
Ace.
Ace. Ace did a good job.
Yeah.
I like Ace's record. I don't know why though. Paul just has something about like I guess the style of his songwriting that I adore it. And even before like I started really diving into like Kiss's like music library and kind of knowing who wrote like whatever, I just found myself gravitating more to Paul's stuff. I really respect Ace as like a artist. I adore him. But yeah, definitely Paul. It's just because like Wouldn't You Like to Know Me is such a bop off of his solo record.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
What did you think of Live to Win?
I think that's a really good one too. Yeah, I just think that record's so like it's such a good like obviously like Ace had like Back in the New York Groove and stuff like that, but I feel like Paul's like to me just personally I can sit and listen to that like from beginning to end and not really skip anything. There's a couple I can't really think of off the top of my head, but there's a couple tracks I know on Aces that I'm always like skip. Like, I don't like it. Like on the B side of it, I just can't like fully listen to it. I don't know why.
It's kind of like the Peter Criss album.
Peter Criss, I didn't like his. I don't know that I'm going to say I disliked his more than Jeans because I didn't like Jeans at all. But yeah, probably yeah. I would probably put It would probably be like Jeans, Peters, Ace, and then Paul. That would probably be.
Yeah,
that would probably be my ranking on that.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm a big. I think I've talked to Brian about this on Facebook a little bit. I've been on a Kiss kind of binge, like 80s Kiss binge lately, and I don't know really what started any of that. Psycho Circus has been like the album I've been binge listening to lately, and I feel like it's so underrated.
Do you have a favorite of the non-makeup years? Sorry, Kimmy, we're leaving you out on this, but
It's okay. It's okay.
the non-makeup era. Do you have a favorite like Asylum, Crazy Nights, Hot in the Shade, Lick It Up?
Probably Crazy Nights.
Yeah,
Probably Crazy Nights. Yeah.
You know, it took me a while to really dig that album, and really, literally, like this year or last year.
I remember that tour.
I want you.
It was always too polished, too plastic, too poppy for me. And I love pop music. Kimmy knows I love the worst in pop music. But for Kiss, that album didn't really, do it for me. But
Yeah.
like almost like this
He
year,
has pop music like he loves Skinny Girl drinks. He loves them.
Skinny Girl drinks.
Yeah, Skinny Girl, right?
Yeah.
Skinny girl.
You know what we're talking about? Skinny Girl, like what is it, wines or
No,
It's like a
Like martini mixer.
it's vodka, isn't it?
yeah,
Is
Skinny
it?
Girl
Okay,
vodka
okay.
and stuff. Yeah.
Skinny Girl vodka.
0.5% alcohol.
I haven't done Skinny Girl in quite a while.
Mostly sugar.
Yeah, literally, there's all sugar on that. Oh my god. Yeah, Crazy Nights though I thought was a very solid record, but they did get really pop during the non-makeup years.
Yeah. Well, that was the height of the pop, definitely.
Yeah, it was intentional.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think like for me, and it's really weird, like out of all the 80s records, when they did the compilation record with smashes, thrashes, and hits, I felt like You Make Me Rock Hard and Let's Put the X in Sex. Like I felt like those songs should have just been their entire sound for the 80s. Like I fuck everything else. Like I know Lick It Up was a very good record, and I'm not really arguing that point, but like man, those songs are like I've been trying to find that record on vinyl for so long without spending like $500 for it. But it's
I
such
got, like,
a
copies of it.
There you go.
Which country were you?
No, here we go.
Are you a fan of those songs for real? Or are you busting?
what?
You're a fan of those songs, those two songs?
I love those songs. I'm being dead
I
serious.
actually like those songs too, and I was
I get made fun of when I play those songs.
well by your
I
wife.
know.
I'm the one making fun of him.
I'll drive up his driveway. Let's put the X in Sex.
Oh,
My window's down. They're outside, and I get laughed at.
Well, that's because I feel like you're telling me you want to.
yeah.
You know.
No,
You
man.
walk in with a moment every time. What the fuck, man?
No, but see, all right, and we'll cut out the Kiss bullshit because we're gonna lose all our watchers. But no, when the album came out, I loved those songs. But then the next album was Hot in the Shade, which kind of boom. Like I thought, just like what you're saying, I was like, oh, this is the new sound. This is what they're gonna be writing. Like this is it. Oh, I love this. Then they came out with Hot in the Shade, and Hot in the Shade was just like a pooper. Like the songs were most, like I would say, out of the 15 songs, like 12 of them were filler. And the sound was just so boxy. They were demos that they shaped up to release. So
yeah, and the production on that record was very iffy. Like I find Kiss records either are really good produced or they're absolute shit, and that's one of the ones that's absolute shit.
yeah, totally.
Oh
Red
my
Hot
god.
Chili Peppers.
Yeah,
I love them.
Yeah,
There we go.
I was just thinking of the song Aeroplane. What a great song.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so enough about Kiss. Now that I've gotten off my rant about
We got our Kiss
and all that. I got my Kiss rant out. Obviously, like I said before, I've had you guys on the podcast before, but for all the viewers who kind of don't know like who you guys are, how you guys kind of started, would you guys want to give me a little bit of a brief like history about how Reality Suite kind of came together?
It's probably like our favorite question.
I know you really get asked it a lot.
It's our favorite question
Yes.
because we don't know.
Yeah.
We have no idea how it happened.
Yeah, we just kind of
We all played the lottery and we won.
You guys just all like showed up in like somebody's basement one day and started playing music. It was fine.
Actually, that's not far off.
Yeah, it's not.
So the three of us actually did that. We did that. We picked up our instruments one day, came into my garage and just set up shop and had a good old time. And the good old time kind of went 6 songs deep. And we're like, wait a minute, this is
We got
possible.
something.
This is good. This is good. This is good.
We all had history before the band. Antonio was in a band called Copper Pot and the Dharma Boys, they were kind of big in the mid 2000s, right? Something
Yeah,
like
late 90s, early 2000s.
how would you describe those bands? What genre?
It's indie rock.
Indie rock. I can sing all the Pussycat Dolls songs.
Don't you want
Didn't want to be outed like that.
I
I was in a band called Tunnels High from New York City. They were again one of those bands that like Antonio's bands and Joe's band, he's about to announce who he was part of. But they were kind of like happening, and we were meeting record label executives back in the day when that was a thing. We were doing showcases when that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then that all kind of fizzled out in the late 2000s. And Joe was in a band called Fly Me Courageous.
Yeah. Same time, same period, early 2000s, doing well in the circuit, New York City, Jersey. Then we broke up, and we had kind of small gap in time without doing anything until we got together.
We got together just for the fun of it, and like Ant was saying, it was really pure fun, and that fun turned into 5-6 songs.
We kept having fun.
5-6 singers, and then Kimmy.
We kept having fun.
Kimmy, that's
Yes.
you.
yeah. And then Craigslist.
Yay,
Craigslist.
Yeah, so I wanted to be in a band. I wanted to find a band, form a band, join a band, anything. So I went on Craigslist because at the time there was nowhere to go. There wasn't a magazine like for music really. Like I don't know. I didn't know where to go, so I kind of just turned there, and they had posted an ad for auditions for a vocalist, and I went, and they put me right on the mic, like dissected my voice, and then it just kept coming back every week, and like here we are.
We wouldn't stop coming back.
You guys kind of just got like stuck together. I find that being like the coolest way that shit kind of happens though, is like when you kind of just end up being like somewhere. It's like, yeah, I don't really know how I got here, but like here I am now. Like I'm doing this dope shit with these really cool people. I don't know how I really got here, but I'm happy to be here.
We all had commitment issues. So we were like 3 other girls before Kimmy, and then a guy, one of our old friends, and things just weren't working out. And when Kimmy came in, we had met with a couple other girls, and our audition was basically we'd send them 3 songs and say, learn these songs. We're going to throw you on the mic, just the way Kimmy said. And we literally recorded their performance on the mic, and then they'd leave and we'd kind of critique and decide if we could carry on. And we never called Kimmy back, but she came back the following week. And then she came back the third week. And then she came back. And that impressed us because we were just like, you know what?
Yeah, especially
we could stop looking now.
Yeah,
It's like, you know,
especially the part when we were done practicing, and there she is in a window.
Yeah.
You guys are it's so funny. The stereotype of being like the only girl in like a group of guys. I get that because like usually that's me. So like I feel for you right now because this is literally me all the time when I'm on tour doing photo stuff and I'm like the only girl. They just all start going off on me and I'm just like, okay.
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
it's gonna go along.
I love it.
But we were hiring two girls to sing. Oh, just
What?
what?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We're like, where's the other girl? No, never. Anyway.
What?
But then don't.
Yo.
Okay, so getting back on track here, that's how we threw ourselves together.
No, that's a cool story though. No, I really do enjoy that. Like I said, I think it's the best when like you guys kind of get like thrown, not necessarily thrown together, but like the earth, the universe or whatever the fuck just kind of like throws everybody in a room and it's like, okay, well this is cool. I don't know how I got here, but this is really fucking cool.
For sure.
Totally.
And again, it was a casual thing. We didn't know how far it was going to go or how far we were going to take it. But when the music just started coming together with our previous singer and we saw things were developing, we figured let's go for it.
Yeah,
It
no,
worked.
I think that's
It
really
works in
cool.
a band, you know, you just mishmash things together and it melts together. It just gels together, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like a cool like melting pot of shit that just kind of works.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but clearly it works with you guys. So I think it's cool. So I have one question since you guys keep talking over Kimmy. I'm going to talk to Kimmy for a second. So you guys mute for a second.
I can do it. Here, hold on.
I've been guys for one of my friends, and somebody compared you guys to Paramore, and I thought that was a really interesting comparison. I kind of just wanted to talk to, I guess, Kimmy about like vocally. Once he said that, I kind of like heard that a lot more. So I kind of just wanted to know, like, were you like a Paramore fan when they were kind of still around, or is that like part of? I don't want to be like, oh, what are your influences? But like with like that kind of sound, like late 2000s kind of influence.
So interesting. I always sang to Paramore, of course.
Yeah,
Paramore,
yeah. I didn't think I was like alone on that, but yeah, I love Paramore.
Yeah, Paramore, Flyleaf, Evanescence, like that whole time period, like Avril Lavigne, yeah, especially Paramore.
Yeah, like the 2000 like 8-ish era.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love Paramore, and I thought that was very interesting, like comparison wise, just because I thought like you don't really sound anything like her, but kind of like some of the, I guess, vocal like structures that you kind of use are kind of similar. So I thought that was really interesting and really cool. I listened to her. I don't know if you checked out her solo record at all that Haley put out last year, but that was a really interesting, like kind of synth pop record, and I thought that was that record was so interesting. It's so many different sounds on it.
I'll definitely have to check it out. I mean, like, I know I love them, but like I kind of fell off when they started going like more pop, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I still love them, but like they just like I just had them on repeat, like you throw it out. But I definitely am gonna go check it out.
Yeah, it was called like Pedal for Armors or something along the lines of that. I probably butchered the name of the record. It was a very Bowie kind of ish album, like very like kind of out there, like I said, like synth pop kind of record. It wasn't like old Paramore, but I found it still very like interesting. But yeah, I think Paramore's last record was kind of like I wasn't that big of a fan of it because, like you said, they went super pop and like too commercial in my opinion. So, but
They
yeah,
came
no,
off their sound, in my opinion, why I fell in love with them in the first place. I don't know, but
Mhm.
that's just my.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw them. Well, the only time I saw Paramore, they were on tour with Fall Out Boy. It was in 2015, I think it was. And oh my, it was so good. But like you said, those songs kind of trying to throw those sounds together and trying to add like a super pop element to something that was more like punk-ish kind of just didn't work, and at least to me it was very weird hearing
I still love everything they do at the same time. Like, so it's like I still they have
Yeah.
That's what you get when you let your heart sing.
like a deep rooted like place in my heart.
Oh my god, yeah, like I don't know why, but like every time I think of Paramore, I think of his Crush. That's like the first song I think of. It's never like Misery Business or anything like that. It's always Crush. And
I love
that's like the
that
most
song on Rock Band.
it's so good. It's so good. Oh my god.
awesome.
Well, I think that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming on and dealing with
Thank you for having us.
my nonsense and talking about a bunch of stuff. And I hope everyone goes and checks out Triggers when it drops on Friday.
Thanks a
So,
lot.
so real quick question that we have for you, actually.
Whoa. Tables turning? Okay.
Yes. If you were to pick a song for us to cover, what would you suggest?
That's a loaded question.
It's our new theme lately. We kind of like doing fun things like that.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed the fact that you guys did a Smashing Pumpkins song. I enjoyed that. I'm trying to think, I don't want to like go off the deep end and like pick something totally crazy. I think I'm just gonna say that's what you did by Paramore, and I'm just gonna go with that because we were just talking about Paramore.
Paramore is cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Paramore.
Yes, Crush.
Yes.
That's a possibility. It's
Yeah.
gonna be tossed in the hat, and we're gonna see what we can do.
See which one you guys pull out next. I always think that's interesting when bands are like picking cover songs and stuff like that. And I always appreciate somebody that goes kind of outside the box and doesn't necessarily do something totally like mainstream. Like if you're gonna do like a Paramore song, they're not gonna do like Misery Business. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So I always thoroughly enjoy that.
That's cool. That's cool.
Cool.
You might not even know it's a cover, so that's the even better part.
Yeah, because like sometimes like you hear like B-sides like that and they don't necessarily know that like it's they might not have heard that song ever before and they're like, oh whoa, that's a cover. Like, you know, I think that's a really cool. I think it's cool when artists go about it that way and cover an artist that maybe they're a really big fan of, but the song's not necessarily that known, so it still kind of works. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That would be like doing like Kiss, like You Make Me Rock Hard or something like that, but like mainstream like Kiss fans wouldn't know or some shit. I am not suggesting you guys make Kimmy do that, but
Let's put the X in sex.
No, actually, our next cover song is going to be "You Light Up My Life" by Debbie Boone.
For his solo album.
Yeah.
for the solo record.
And you light up my life.
Okay.
Kimmy's just over there like, I hope you guys are serious
Sorry,
about
I need
this.
another drink, another coffee.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Well, thank you guys again for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, guys.
Peace out.
Take care.
Oh my God. So like I said, everybody go check out Reality Suite's single that is dropping on Friday called Triggers. And don't forget to tune in next week. Next Tuesday night, I will have Burn Down Hollywood's lead singer on here, and he's gonna be talking about their new name change Ooh, I'm a really big fan of them. I think their album's really good, and they're not really that known of a band right now, so I'm really stoked. So don't forget to check that out. It's gonna be next Tuesday at 8 p.m. on here, and yeah, let's get this train rolling. I'm very excited. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great night.